In my previous video, I talked about how important it is for beginner freestyle swimmers to get used to making a straight arm pull underwater when swimming freestyle. If you haven't seen that video yet, there's a link to it in the description below this video. Let me remind you, a straight, powerful underwater pull without dropping your elbow helps swimmers catch a larger volume of water. With this kind of pull, you're no longer just stroking the water or catching it only with your hand, you're pulling with the entire surface of your arm. This results in really good propulsion through the water. But time and again, beginners, and even more experienced freestyle swimmers, still forget about this and bend their arm underwater in such a way that the hand lags behind and the elbow starts the underwater movement first. This is fundamentally wrong, because that kind of pull ends up being weak. But a person might feel like they're actually pulling really well, not weakly, but even strongly. And the main illusion here comes from the sensations in their hands. In other words, such a swimmer thinks that since they feel water pressure under their hands, their stroke must be effective. But that's not the case, because a good stroke only happens when we pull with the entire surface of the arm, hand, forearm, and shoulder. So, to avoid falling into this illusion and to train your arms to make proper strokes, I recommend dedicating 1 or 2 training sessions to swimming with clenched fists. Lie on the water and start making strokes with straight arms, without bending them at the elbows underwater, and keep your hands clenched into fists. And to make the training even more focused and to sharpen your attention solely on proper strokes, don't use your legs to help yourself. Yes, that's right. Do 3, 4, 5, or even more full strokes with straight arms while holding your breath, without bending your elbows underwater, and keep your hands clenched into fists. And if you do this properly, you'll be able to pull your body forward through the water very effectively. But if you forget and start dropping your elbows during the strokes again, your progress will be minimal, or you might not move forward at all. It's a kind of litmus test. It's a really good one, because you won't be able to fool yourself anymore. Swim like this while holding your breath for 3, 4, or 5 meters at a time. Swim the distance, stand up, catch your breath, and repeat. And I strongly advise you not to rush. Also, do these exercises in the shallow end of the pool so you don't have to worry at all about how to breathe if you suddenly need to. At any moment, you can just stand up and breathe. The main focus should be on keeping your arms straight during the underwater stroke. Tune into these sensations and try to repeat the successful strokes over and over, so you can move forward more efficiently. After a couple of training sessions, you can go back to practicing strokes with an open hand. Again, swim while holding your breath for 4 to 5 meters and make sure your whole arm is doing the stroke, not just your hand. And for that, I'll repeat, your whole arm should be straight during the stroke. And let me remind you, these stroke variations are still just for practice. You should focus on them during your first training sessions when working on your front crawl technique. And if you want to move forward, you can start practicing the full stroke with a zigzag trajectory, which a good coach from my training video course, How to Learn to Swim Front Crawl, the link is in the description below this video, can help you with. I wish you delightful swimming. Enjoy the feeling of smooth and beautiful gliding through the water. And with that, I'll say goodbye for now. Subscribe to the channel and give a like if you found the video helpful. See you next time. Bye.